Hello, it's Iino. Today, I will broadcast you logistics news in September 2023. I will focus on North American news, as well as decarbonization and shipping market conditions. The use of the east coast of North America and the Gulf Coast is beneficial. Labor management negotiations on the west coast of North America, which have been ongoing for more than a year, were concluded in early September. It remains to be seen whether cargoes that have been routed to the East Coast and Gulf Coast to avoid congestion on the West Coast will return to the West Coast of North America. During the protracted labor management negotiations on the West Coast, many shippers, concerned about congestion, shifted cargoes to the East Coast. However, it is unlikely that cargoes that were shifted to the East Coast will return to the West Coast after labor management negotiations end. One reason is that trade friction between the US and China is changing the sources of materials procurement on a global scale. In this situation, Mexico is emerging as an alternative to China. The Gulf Coast and southeastern North America are home to a growing number of EV vehicle and battery factories, which are a growing industry. If the investment continues to grow in the southeastern part of North America, there could be an increase in transportation to the Gulf Coast and East Coast, rather than to the West Coast of North America. Another country that is expected to grow in the future is India. India is located right in the middle of the west and east coasts of North America, but the Suez Canal will bring it closer to the east coast. Increased cargo traffic is expected from the fast-growing India to the east coast. Will there be more cargo to the east coast of North America, or a return to the west coast? The composition of the supply chain is currently undergoing a period of change. Future growth in Mexico and India will also require attention. Oversupply and poor service quality for North America? According to Sea Intelligence, Trans-Pacific capacity will increase by 25% to the west coast of North America and 35% to the east coast in the coming months, due to a rush of new vessels being delivered. As a result, there is concern that the quality of service will deteriorate. A ship's service is determined by whether or not the ship operates on schedule. Currently, the on-time service rate for vessels bound for the west coast of North America is 40%, while the rate for vessels bound for the east coast is a low 39%. Why is this happening? It is because shipping companies are adjusting to the oversupply of vessels. Shipping companies have begun to adopt a strategy of not moving vessels in the first place because operating vessels with less cargo would result in losses. This has already affected on-time performance rates, and is expected to become more pronounced in the future. If fewer vessels are operated per week by multiple shipping companies, cargo cannot be transported stably, and importers are concerned about cargo delays and other problems. With cargo demand recovery expected to be low during this year, demand in 2024 is also uncertain. An imbalance in the market, such as the current oversupply, will lead to instability in vessel schedules, which in turn will lead to a decline in the quality of ocean freight service. From one perspective, oversupply may have the advantage of lower ocean freight rates, but schedule disruption is also a big burden on shippers. A recovery to stable service is expected. Panama Canal in worst water shortage in 100 years. The Panama Canal is in the worst drought in the last 100 years due to water shortages. Currently, container and bulk vessels are restricted, and approximately 108 vessels are waiting offshore. If Lake Gatun completely dries up and the Panama Canal, a major transportation hub, becomes unusable, logistics would be thrown into chaos, so the injection of seawater may be considered. The Panama Canal is operated with fresh water, and while there are concerns that using seawater would cause problems with the facilities, such a measure may be feasible considering the impact on logistics. The Panama Canal is currently restricted, and canal tolls have skyrocketed. The normal toll for dry bulk vessels is $400,000, but now the tolls are being auctioned, and in some cases the tolls have been raised to the equivalent of $900,000. There are also concerns about the impact of this on ocean freight rates. ZIM and MSC partner up, 2M cancels service on east-west route. I am pleased to bring you two pieces of news regarding developments at major shipping companies. The first is the news of Israeli shipping company Zimline's announcement of a business partnership with MSC. The collaboration covers 7 services on 3 routes linking the Eastern Mediterranean, Northern European states, and Eastern Oceania. Currently, ocean freight rates to Northern Europe are trending downward. As a result, Zimline's pre-tax income for the period from January to March 2023 was a loss. Through this partnership, the company seeks to streamline its network. Second is the news that MSC and Maersk will cancel flights on east-west routes. From the end of September to October, during National Day, Maersk and MSC announced that they will cancel a total of 30 flights in an effort to reduce shipping capacity. Usually, September and October are the peak season for cargo, as cargo increases in preparation for China's National Day and the Christmas season in North America. However, this year there is little sign of an increase in cargo volume. This suggests that it will be difficult for demand to recover this year. To avoid a drop in ocean freight rates, due to an oversupply of shipping capacity, shipping companies are trying to improve efficiency by adjusting shipping capacity through cancellations or joint operations such as those between Zimline and MSC. DHL Supply Chain invests €80 million in Biomethane. DHL Supply Chain announced that it will invest €80 million in a biomethane production facility in Irish Airways. According to DHL Supply Chain, the supply of biomethane trucks will enable to reduce CO2 emissions by 15,000 tons annually. The company has partnered with Tesco, a major supermarket chain, to roll out the biomethane-fueled trucks. LNG, methanol, and ammonia are among the next-generation fuels for marine transportation, and biodiesel and biomethane are attracting attention as alternative fuels for land transportation. The adoption of biomethane for trucks will be an important step toward reducing CO2. How was the logistics news this time? Ocean freight rates to North America, which had been gradually rising until before the summer, have settled down and are showing unstable movements, due to oversupply of shipping capacity and sluggish demand. Restrictions on Panama Canal operations and adjustments in shipping capacity by shipping companies will also have an impact on ocean freight rates. In addition, companies are moving toward decarbonization, and we will continue to keep a close eye on the ever-changing marine transportation market. If you found this news informative, please subscribe to our channel, like us, and share on social networking sites. That's all for this issue. Thank you very much.
In this channel, I explain about international logistics knowledge for your better understanding. I hope this video will be a good support for your logistics job. If you have any shipment from Thailand or to Thailand, please feel free to contact me Iino-san anytime. Also, I'm very motivated to keep updating these videos. If you subscribe, press good or comment anything. Well, thank you. See you next time.